So I'm printing a part from the brand new printer bot variant called Wallace now. I think it's called Wallace. This is actually the X carriage right here. And it is printing out the overhang. It's going to do another V just like that one, all the way up. It is it's looking pretty good. I don't know, I don't have a lot of time to do a video, but I did rebuild my bot in a few different ways. One way you can see is I put the bed on top of the bars now. The bars on top of the rails here. I've added a pulley, brand new pulley manufactured, and then belts on all the axes. I changed out one of these end stops. I broke it, so I had to change it out. I tried experimenting with the way I mounted the bed. I used straight in the middle on each side, and that didn't work out very well. As you go to raise the side, this will just prevent it from going up. So that didn't work out. So lesson learned, never ever split from this idea. This is pretty much the only way to do it. You can go with 3, I think. I've heard people using only 3 nuts and bolts in like a 60-degree circle. I haven't played with that, so I'm not going to deal with that. I also added a Z, if you see it there, a Z micro adjuster, which helps me adjust my Z height over my bed, and it really nails in that freaking Z height for you very well. Real quick, I've added lights, which I can change colors on. They'll slowly fade from one color to another, or I can set them to change quickly, which is kind of cool. Or I can just set them to go back. There, done. And that's all mounted to the frame as well, so I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. What else have I done? I've changed the Z motors. It's completely eliminated my wobble for me. There are better configurations than this on Thingiverse. This is just an axial bearing with a nut jammed up against the coupling, screwed on tightly onto some tubing there over the motor shaft. And then down here I have a Z stabilizer, and that's also on Thingiverse. I'm still using the traditional Prusa X-ends. I haven't used the LM8 UUs yet, but this works for me, so I'm going to stick to it. And if you can see the Z quality on these parts there, and then look at this, there's a huge difference there. Okay, I'll try to zoom in, it doesn't work. But let me get close. I don't want to mess this print up, but it looks really great. So the parts are rolling out. I actually have all the hardware kits done for the 250 level. Right now I've got a bag of blue parts ready to go for a Prusa. I just need to print out the 2 X-ends, and that one will be done. I was having problems with it skipping a step at some point during the print, and I wasted about 3 or 4 hours and several dozen grams of material on that. So that very frustrated me, and I went back to the drawing board and rebuilt my bot with the bed and everything, and I just tuned it up a little bit. So that's why I've kind of been babysitting this, because I'm worried it will stop and it'll skip a step. If you catch it right when it happens, you can reset it and at home X and Y, and then restart, and it'll go right back to where it's supposed to be. And I've also added a USB fan. It's not a full power USB fan. I've actually just hacked it up to a USB cable. That's a 12-volt fan, so it's not spinning very fast. And it's just keeping that electronics board pretty cool. Alright, that's it for this update. I'll have more later. Bye.